What's up, everybody? This is Reverend Guns, and today we're going to be taking apart and cleaning a Glock 43. So the first thing we want to do is make sure it is clear and safe to work on. So right behind the trigger here is a button. It's the mag release. When you press it, it should allow the magazine to be pulled out. We don't want any cleaners or solvents on this, so we're going to set this aside for now. Next, you're going to see your lock lever right here. Okay, when you pull the slide back all the way, you should be able to push that up and lock it into place. So pull back, push up on the slide lock, and now it is locked open. We can now look inside the barrel here and make sure nothing is in there. So now that we've got it clear and safe to work on, we're going to go ahead and release the slide lock. And we're also going to pull the trigger. Okay, now you see on both sides there's a switch right there. Okay, the idea is you're going to pinch them and pull them downward to release the slide from the frame. So at the same time, you'll pull the slide back just a little bit. Doesn't take much. Okay, pinch those two little buttons and slide them downward. Let go of the slide, it'll try to slide forward, and it'll allow you to completely take the slide off the frame. So we got the frame. If you compress the spring here towards the muzzle end of the gun, it'll allow you to lift up on it and pull it out. Same thing with the barrel. Okay, you kind of push it forward and lift up. It'll allow you to pull it out. These are the pieces we're going to be cleaning today. Let me do a quick spray down of this stuff and get some cleaning action going here. Alright, so let me explain some of the tools I got sitting here. Got my cleaner. This is all up for debate. Whatever you use is probably good enough for anything you're trying to clean off here. You're just trying to clean off carbon and dirt, basically. So, try them, figure out which one you like best. I've got a soft bristle brush. It's got a little detail in on the end of it for small areas. I've got a harder bristle brush for that real stubborn carbon. I've got this is a 357 barrel brush. We use that to clean out the inside of the barrel. I've got the 357 or 9mm jag. We don't need any of this stuff here. We need the oil. I have a rag just for oil, so it's not contaminated with anything else. I've got some patches and Q-tips come in handy, for small little areas. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the barrel first because that's the thing that kind of matters on how you do it. So take your barrel brush and you want to put it in the back. And yes, that means two things. If you put it in through the muzzle end, you risk the chance of denting this or dinging it or chipping it. And if you do, it's going to cause accuracy issues and other problems. So we want to prevent that. So make sure you put it in the back. When you do, make sure you push all the way through, both ways, okay? And if it's been fired a lot, it might feel a bit gritty. If not, you'll feel it rather smooth. And we want it to smoothen up and get a lot easier to pass through. So once you've done the inside of the barrel, grab your soft bristle brush and just kind of go over everything else. You are not going to hurt anything. So get everything you can and break up anything that is on here. Okay. I've also got a couple rags here. One I use to wipe off as we go, and then I've got one we'll use at the end as a final wipe off. So let's go ahead and wipe everything off here real quick. And now to finish off the barrel, we're going to use the jag. Just grab your jag. It's got a little tit on the end of it. You take your patch, stab it right in the center, And then again, from the back, poke it through. Okay, and yummy. All that black is what we're trying to get rid of. So this may take a few passes. If you got a slotted cleaning rod, you can do this, pass it through a few times, just like you would with the brush. But the jag gives a nice tight squeeze all the way through the barrel. So you only have to do this a couple times. See, that's already getting better already. I'm going to do that one more time just to make sure everything is out of there. And it sure is. Basically, you're making sure there's nothing black left on here. Okay, so we will count the barrel as done. Now you can move on to the rest of the stuff. The guide rod and springs, usually pretty quick and easy to do. So we'll do a quick brush on that. It's good to kind of get in between the springs a little bit, get the ends. And then take your rag and wipe it off. Okay, let's work on the slide a little bit. Get everywhere you possibly can. Take advantage of the little detail brush and get into the slide rails real good. Alright, you can get the rest of it too, because, you know, dirty hands, get all over the place. Get around the sight. Get around the extractor real good. Don't need that jamming up. Alright. And we'll give this a wipe off too. Kind of get in there with your finger as much as you can. You're trying to remove all of the stuff you just broke free. Alright, get down here. If you have a hard time getting in this area, Q-tips come in handy. Alright, slide is done. Let's move on to the frame. And just kind of go at it. Go everywhere. Get those slide rails real good. Want this to be able to let the slide move freely. Oh, it is back all the way. Okay. I like to get around the trigger and down in here by the mag release. Alright, got that done. Let's give this a wipe down. We might have to use Q-tips for a lot of this because those are some small areas and not everybody's fingers fit down in there. So, like I said, you want to wipe off everything that you can. Especially those slide rails. Get those nice and clean. Alright, we will go add a little bit of this with a Q-tip, just because there's, you know, small areas that we want to make sure we get all the solvent and cleaner out of. I like to hit those rails real good. Alright, so that is the cleaning process. Time for some lube. So grab your gun oil. And like I said, I have a cloth that's just for gun oil. That way I know there isn't anything else on it. And pour some lubricant on there. Now, you want to use this as minimal as possible. So we're not putting this all over, because oil attracts dirt and debris and will cause, you know, jamming issues. And so let's hit the slide rail real good. That way we know the slide is going to have lubrication against it there. A little bit on top here. Basically, you're looking for anything that has like scratches or scuff marks, and make sure you get a coat of oil on there, because that's where metal on metal contact is. So you can really see it here on the slide. It's up in this area here. You see a little bit down in there. Sometimes you'll see them a lot around the barrel. So if you want to get those areas that you see little rubbing with some oil on it, and make sure you get the slide rails real good on this. That's where most of the contact is. And like I said, you don't want to put any all over, because it's just going to attract dirt and debris. And the same thing with the extractor. I don't put any on the extractor because it's exposed, whether if it's in your pocket or in a holster or whatever, it'll just collect some dirt and dust. It's not going to hurt to do the guide rod and spring. Just kind of get some in there, allow it to function freely. Just kind of dig it in there a little bit. The barrel is another one you want to look at. You can kind of see how there's, you know, wear marks or like scratch marks, scrapes. Those are all areas that it is hitting inside the slide here. So I go ahead and just kind of do the whole barrel, because it's going to slide up and down that. The top and the sides of the chamber you can do, and then I personally like to put some on the feeding ramp, just so it has a little bit more momentum going when it's loading around into the chamber there. So now that we've got it lubed, let's go ahead and put it back together. So let's take our slide. I've got the muzzle end to my left here. We'll take the barrel, and you see one side's flat, one side's got little notches on it. It's going to drop in with the notches facing upward, basically. So stick it in the barrel hole right there. See it? And drop it and just push it back. There you go. The barrel is seated. Alright, so now we've got the guide rod and spring. You've got one end that's black. You got a metal back end. This is the back end that attaches to the barrel itself. So the black end is going to go right below the barrel here, okay? And then you'll see on the barrel, it's got two little notches here. They're little steps that hold the guide rod in place. We're going for the bottom step. Okay, and it looks like it's got kind of a half moon cut out there, because that's exactly where it needs to sit. So put the muzzle end just below the barrel, and then you're going to compress it. There we go. It should look just like that. Okay, so I've got it down on that bottom step, basically, right where that little half moon cutout was. Alright, so put it back on the frame. You'll notice on the back side of the slide here, there's two little notches. Okay, those notches line up with the front part of the rail here. So stick them in to the holes, slide it on back, and basically you just kind of want to cock it a little bit, and it locks it into place. Okay, everything's functional. See how that works? So let's take our clean rag here and give this one final wipe down. And this is the opportunity you have to go through and polish everything off. Everybody likes a clean gun, so take advantage of this time to go through and wipe off everything. No solvents, no oils anywhere. And it will look brand new. So there we go. We have just successfully taken apart, cleaned, oiled, and reassembled a Glock 43. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I will gladly help you out with anything you've got going. So we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. I also offer the online course to get your Texas license to carry a handgun. It's the 4-hour class broken down into segments and saves you progress so you can do it at your own pace. After completing the course, you can print your certificate. Then it'll help you locate an instructor close to you, no matter where you are in Texas, so you can complete the shooting portion of the course. This is all certified by the Texas Department of Public Safety. Check it out at reverendguns.com. If you have any questions or comments, please add them below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more firearms education.